Hi guys, welcome to my channel. If you were just with me, I had some problems with the video stream. So it's about my third or fourth time now, but I'm really ready to go this time. So we should have a good video. Preview of Wimbledon Final 2021. Review of the Wimbledon semi-finals that have just taken place. So let's get into it. So we saw a firstly, first semi-final. What we have seen is we have seen, just so you guys are clear, I'm going to preview the Wimbledon final on the men's side and review the semi-finals. So first semi-final, we saw Matteo Berrettini feature against Hubert Hurkacz. So Berrettini's won this in 4 sets by the score of 6-3, 6-love, then 6-7, 6-4. So I really just felt like in this match, right? I just felt like that Berrettini started out playing quite well. So did Hurkacz. I felt like Hurkacz could be more consistent on the shot, could move him around. Berrettini's not good in long rallies. And then when he's asked to move around the court, he doesn't have as much consistency in the rallies and defense and all that type of thing. So I felt like Hubert Hurkacz was getting him on that a bit earlier. They both had a serve, but behind that, I felt like Hubert was a little bit better. But the thing of it is Berrettini then what he did was, I think he realized that, decided to serve really huge in the rally, attack with the forehand, and just put Hurkacz on the back foot and overpower him and try to end the rallies really quick, or put Hubert Hurkacz on the back foot. Now, when Hubert Hurkacz tried to get back the control and come into the net, what I noticed there was that Berrettini was always in a good position to pass him, to get it at his feet and all of that. When they were both at the back of the court, Berrettini knew that the consistency, the movement, Hubert Hurkacz would beat him over a longer sort of 5 to 7 shot rally. So he went for it right away, put him in the back foot, and just took control and ended the point, and they were over. Overpowered him to try to take control from the very first shot, make the point short, put Hubert Hurkacz under pressure. Then when Hubert came to the net, he was able to get it at his feet or pass him and just do, but it was all about they both have a big serve, but Berrettini an even bigger serve, right? They both and then they both have power in the rally to shorten the points, but Berrettini have even more power. So Berrettini, by having an even bigger serve and even bigger shots in the rally, trying to end the point quick, he's taken away Hubert Hurkacz's advantage that he has through being a bit more inconsistent, move Berrettini around, expose his lack of movement, and then also have the ability to end the point better at the net, right? But Berrettini said, no, I'm going to serve even bigger than you. I'm going to attack your second serve. I'm going to be shortening the point. I'm going to overpower you both in the rally and with my serve. And then you're in a bad position. And then you're going to have to try to hit a winning shot from a defensive position, which isn't good, which could cause errors. If not, I'll be in control of the rally. And I'm just overpowering you and shortening the points and putting you in the back foot and in a terrible, terrible position, right? And then when Hubert Hurkacz tried to take control by hitting a reasonably aggressive into the net, Berrettini would either be hitting at the feet, hitting passing shots. Hubert Hurkacz hit a few errors due to nerves too critical times. Then he really fell apart and got all mental. And I think with Berrettini really messing up his game plan, right? By putting him on the back foot, by overpowering him and shortening the points, both from the rally and the serve, he panicked a bit due to that and due to his nerves of being in a semi-final on centre court. He had a whole lot of errors, by trying to get back control and by being nervous, and gave the set away 6-love. Then in the third set, Hubert Hurkacz played at a good level, and he was taking care of his service games. Berrettini was taking care of his service games. Both behind the serve had complete control. Then when we moved to the tiebreak, Hurkacz was able to move Berrettini around, have control of the rallies, expose his lack of movement, really, and then finish at the net, right? And that was good. That was good. But then in the start of the fourth set, he again had a couple of errors. The nerves came back. Worried that Berrettini's trying to end the point so quick and put him on the back foot. He's trying to get the front foot right away, and that's causing his pressing too hard. Too many errors for there. But then that's like a couple of errors. Then Berrettini hit two good, powerful shots there. And then with the two bad Hurkacz errors by him trying to get control of the point and the nerves, Berrettini's got the break. And Berrettini said, I'm just going to focus on my serve. Serve huge the rest of the fourth set. Had the big forehand behind it. Didn't do much on Hurkacz's serve. Except for maybe one game. Didn't need to. And that's 4 sets for Berrettini. So he's in the final, guys. And now let's go to the second semi-final. So the second semi-final, Djokovic beat Shapovalov 7-6, 7-5. Sorry about that, guys. Yeah, 7-6, 7-5, 7-5. The first couple of sets, Shapovalov is just dominating this, right? He's way better than Djokovic. He's controlling the point. He's shortening the point, getting control of the point, finishing at net. Out serving Djokovic. Djokovic needs to rally to hold serve. He's getting all these free points. Whenever there's a rally and Djokovic is serve, he's trying to shorten the point, come into the net, finish. Gets up the break point here, which is great. Gets up the break. Then he's trying to finish it out. He's nervous. Suddenly he's not serving as well. He's hitting the ball deep over the back line and making errors. Gives his serve away. They get into a tiebreaker again. His nerves, a lot of errors, a lot of poor serving, balls over the back line. Starts the second set a lot better. Gets Djokovic love 40. Djokovic plays quite well. He hits some errors. And again, he's overall the better player, but that love 40, he can't capitalize. He gets all nervous. He hits errors, mostly deep over the back line. Djokovic finds a way. And then right at the end of the set, he plays a poor game. Djokovic, a couple of good shots. So now he's down 2 sets to love. He's won more total points in the match, but it's 2 sets. It's 2 sets to love to Djokovic, when Shapovalov's won more points. Just due to the fact that Djokovic is stepping up on all the big points. Shapovalov is getting nervous and messing it up and making errors. Then the third set, it sort of transitioned now. Like Djokovic felt like he's had a bad day. I think he was sick or something like that. Too defensive, didn't have an attacking game, made errors, but raised his game a bit in important points, and most importantly, Shapovalov messed it up. So he's thinking, if I'm 2 sets to love in this match up, and I'm playing poorly, he's played well, he's won more points than me. He felt great, started playing better. Shapovalov felt really bad about the way it's going. Started playing not as good as the first 2 sets. And not only that, so now Shapovalov's always under pressure, finding a way to get out. Djokovic is holding serve more easily. But again, with Djokovic playing much better, and not just the big point, the majority of the time now, because of the confidence that he played poorly for 2 sets, and he's up 2 sets, and he's like, I feel great about everything. But Shapovalov feeling like he played his best for 2 sets, but just not at the critical times. He's down 2 sets. So because of that, Shapovalov's feeling terrible mentally and emotionally. Djokovic is feeling great. So Djokovic is playing much better. Shapovalov worse. Shapovalov keeps getting out of these break points using serves or a big power shot right on the line until he's down under pressure so many times he can't survive. But yeah, Djokovic, after not playing well for 2 sets and knowing Shapovalov played his best, gave him great confidence to be the better player throughout the third set. Whereas Shapovalov playing his best for 2 sets and still down, he felt terrible and not confident. So I think that's the dynamic. But definitely Shapovalov not as good in the third set. Definitely Djokovic a lot better. So there he is, straight sets for Djokovic. So now we're left with a Novak Djokovic versus Matteo Berrettini Wimbledon final. So let me get into that for you guys. Let me get into that. Oh, excuse me, guys. Sorry about that. Quite cold in this room. I know a lot of you are in summer right now. I'm not quite as fortunate. So, yeah, breathing a lot of cold air. But, yeah, let me preview the Wimbledon final for you right now, right? So they played 4 sets at the French Open on clay. Djokovic won that one. Now, it's easier for Djokovic on clay because Berrettini wants to use the big serve, shorten the point, overpower Djokovic, take Djokovic's time away. So obviously when Berrettini's serving big, a clay court slows it down. So Djokovic can get more balls back deep and then get him into these 50-50 rallies because he has more time of the serve slowing down on the slower surface, right? And then also when they're in the rally, when Berrettini wants to attack, hit it hard near the line, shorten the points, Djokovic can get to more of those balls and prolong the rally and move Berrettini around and expose the fact that Berrettini's poor in rallies and the movement and all of that. And Djokovic has got more shot tolerance, right? But on grass, the serves are going to travel through faster, so Djokovic will have less time. He'll return less serves, right? Then when Berrettini's trying to attack and shorten the rally and overpower Djokovic, Djokovic will have less time to get to those balls. So a lot of Djokovic's returns that would have been deep on clay will be short, and a lot of the ones that he got back short on clay will now be, he won't even get back because they'll be traveling faster. And then again, Berrettini, one good powerful shot could end the rally here, but on clay it wouldn't. So Djokovic, Berrettini wants to use his serve and his power in the rallies and shorten the point, right? Clay's not good for that. Whereas Djokovic wants to get back his power and force him into long rallies. Clay suits that. So Djokovic would rather it being clay because that's suiting the rallies, having more time to get the power shots. Matteo Berrettini would want to take his time away. So would want the court to be faster. So the fact he already got him to 4 sets at the French Open, but Wimbledon suits his game far better to beat Djokovic, it's better. But still, the reality of it is he depends a lot on his serve. Djokovic is the best returner in the game. Djokovic is going to be trying to use his return to get it back and force Berrettini in rallies, and then he can overpower Berrettini. And then in the rallies, when Berrettini tries to hit it hard, attack, shorten the point, yes, it's better to do that on a grass court, right? But Djokovic to use his defense, make him hit 2, 3, 4 good shots and then get frustrated and go for too much. So that's what Djokovic wants to do. Return a lot of serves, get him into rallies, which is easier to do on clay, harder on grass. And then when Berrettini's hammering it near the line to take his time away, shorten the point. Again, that's easier on clay where you get more time, harder on grass. But still, the tactics are the same. get as many serves back as possible and then force Berrettini into rallies when Berrettini's trying to hammering it and shorten the point. Use his defense and keep the rally going and force Berrettini into a long rally. That's how Djokovic is going to win. Berrettini is going to win by serving huge, by getting where a lot of his serves don't come back. When they do, they're short. High percentage, you can just end it off the next shot. Then when Djokovic has to rally on his service game, in the rally, take risks, hammer it, shorten the point, take his time away, and the grass will aid him in that. The grass will aid him with the serves. The grass will aid him on the 1-2 punches. So for him, if he can have a great serving day, and then in the rallies be hammering it hard close to the line, but not too close, where he's actually able to sort of get all these free points on the serve, and in the rally just hammer it, shorten the point, and take Djokovic's time away. And both his serve, it's amazing serve day. It's an amazing day for him, just the power game, winners, shortening the point, and all of that. And then a lot of his power shots, where he's taking risks and landing in, and he's having a great serving day and a great high percentage of first serves. That's how Berrettini wins, right? Djokovic wins by getting back a lot of his serve, forcing him into rallies, and in the rallies when Berrettini tries to end the point with power, Djokovic's defense gets a few of those power shots, forces him into a long rally, and Berrettini gets frustrated, goes for too much to get through Djokovic's defense and makes all these errors. And if he's not willing to go for too much, Djokovic moves him around, gets him in a long rally, exposes his movement. So that's how Djokovic wins. That's how Berrettini wins. I think the key to this game basically is if Berrettini gets a high first serve percentage, hits a lot of aces at huge amount of power on the line, right? And Djokovic just can't get it back. Then behind the serve, the big forehand to shorten the point, and Djokovic is just blown away with huge serves, a huge forehand behind that. Then on his serve, where it's a rally, Berrettini's just saying, I'll just have a go with power near the lines. And if one game is set, they all land in and I get hot and I break you. And then I'm taking care of my service game where you can't get my serve back, or you're only getting short balls and I'm punishing them. Well, then I'm going to win. So if Berrettini has a day where he just serves great, and in the rally, he's just going for winners and just overpowering Djokovic in the rally, just hammering with extreme power near the line and overpowering Djokovic, just has an amazing day of hitting winners and power and hammering the ball near the lines and shortening the points and just overpowers Djokovic, takes his time away, and an amazing service game where Djokovic can't really get him in rallies on serve. It's either 3 points for his serves or ending at the next shot from a short return. If Berrettini does that, he wins. But on the other side, if Djokovic can get a lot of serves back, force him into rallies on his own serve, and in those rallies when Berrettini tries to shorten the point, Djokovic gets them back. And then Berrettini has to go for too much to end the point. And then when he doesn't, Djokovic is able to move him around. So a lot of it depends on Berrettini because Djokovic is going to return well, he's going to defend well. But the question is, if Berrettini just serves huge, serves a high first serve percentage, no one can get that serve back, right? And then if he just overpowers Djokovic in the rallies, and then just blows him away with extreme power, right? Then there's nothing you can do. Djokovic will just be overpowered. There'll be all these shots on the line. He'll just be hammering in every rally. Djokovic will be wanting to get in a long rally. Berrettini will be ending it in 2, 3, 4 shots. It'll be over. Djokovic will never really get into the rally much. He'll just be overpowered and just blown away with power in the rally. And then Berrettini will get all these 3 points on serve. Djokovic will have to rally. And in those rally, Berrettini will be overpowering him, right? So if Berrettini just gets hot, serves huge, the Djokovic can't get it back, and in the rally just goes for it and overpowers Djokovic, Djokovic will just be blown off the court because he won't be able to get in long rallies because the winners will come early, shots that he can't get back, and he'll just be overpowered and he'll be frustrated, with this power that he's never able to get to the fourth or fifth shot and get Berrettini into a rally, because he's always hammering it, overpowering him, and blowing him off the court with winners. And Djokovic is just blown off the court with power and can never get in a long rally and can't really get back to serves because he just serves huge and overpowers him in the rally. There's nothing Djokovic can do, even with great return and great defense. But if Berrettini is not serving amazing, not blowing him off the court with winners and power and overpowering him and shortening the point and ending it with his power, then that's when Djokovic can get his serve back, forcing him into rallies. That's where Djokovic's great defense can come into this match. And then that's when Berrettini now has to rally to hold serve, hits 2 or 3 good shots, and Djokovic can still use his defense, and then goes for too much and hits an error, or doesn't, and then Djokovic moves him around and exposes the movement. So the whole thing for me is centered: can Berrettini serve huge? Can he just hammer the ball at the lines and take risks and shorten the point, and just has a day where he's just on fire and blows Djokovic off the court with aces and winners? Can he keep it up for best 3 out of 5? That's what this whole thing comes out, because if he does, with Berrettini's power, if he's just hammering it all on the lines and there's nothing he can do to get it back in the rallies, hammering his serves all on the line and just serving where you just can't get it back, then there's nothing Djokovic can do. So if Berrettini does that, he's going to overpower Djokovic with the serve and with the rally shots, and it's just out of Djokovic's hand. He's overpowered, can't even really get in a rally. But if he's not able to play at that high level, then Djokovic, like I said, will get his serve back, will force him into the rallies. His defense will bother Berrettini, and Berrettini will have to go for too much, or will be moved around. So it all comes down to one thing: Berrettini. Does he have this game where he just blows him off the court with power, winners, great serving aces? Can he keep that level up for 3 or 5 sets? If not, Djokovic will do what I said and will win it. And I just say to keep up that extreme level for 3 out of 5 sets. He could do it, and if he does do it, he'll win, but I'm saying he won't. I'm saying 4 or 5 sets to Djokovic, but it's definitely the ball is in Berrettini's court, because if he just goes for it on his shots and hit a lot of winners, serves huge, gets the high first serve percentage, he wins. But I'm just saying he won't be able to keep that up for 3 out of 5 sets. And in the end, it's going to be Djokovic's will be too consistent, too good defense, too good at returning, will force Berrettini into too many rallies. And in those rallies, when Berrettini's trying to attack and shorten the point, Djokovic will get too many of those balls back, and then Berrettini's either frustrated going for too much or moved around and can't win those longer rallies. And the fact that Berrettini's forced to serve huge, to serve lots of aces, to go for the lines and take a lot of risks and hammer the ball on the lines, that's high risk tennis. He needs to do that and make it last for a number of hours to win 3 out best out of 5. I think it's going to be too hard for him to keep up that high level that will require to beat Djokovic. He could do it, and if he does it, he'll win. But I'm saying he won't. And I'm saying Djokovic's return of serve and defense will win out, and Berrettini will be forced into too many rallies, and will have to go for too much and play at too much of a high level with power on the lines, which will cause too many errors. And Djokovic will just force him into too many rallies, and he won't be able to end the rallies quickly due to Djokovic's defense. But like I said, huge serving, hammer the ball on the line, has a great day, hits a whole bunch of winners and overpowers Djokovic. If he can keep that up, he wins. But I say 3 out of 5, he can't keep it up. So I'm going to say Djokovic's defense and consistency will win out. But the ball's in Berrettini's court. He's going to overpower him. Can he be consistent with the serve, the high first serve percentage, and ground strokes? But I think it's going to be too hard to keep up that high level of aces and winners for best of 5 sets. So I'm going to say Djokovic in 4 or 5 sets. Yeah, so Djokovic is going to win this. But the ball's in Berrettini's court. He's the one with the huge serve, the power on this grass court, but it's going to be difficult. And I'm just saying he can't keep it up with hammering the ball on the line, aces, and all of this. So Djokovic consistency in return wins out here. So 4 or 5 set to Djokovic, but it's all on Berrettini. Is his powerful shots landing in consistently? Is his first serve landing in? But I'm saying it's too hard to keep this up level up for. If it was best of 3, yes, but best of 5, keep that level up. I think Djokovic consistency wins out here. So Djokovic in 4 or 5. I'm saying Djokovic is going to be your Wimbledon champion, but it's very unpredictable because Berrettini's got it all on his side. But I'm going to say the level he's going to have to play, it's going to be too hard to do it for a longer best of 5. But if he does do it, he'll win. He'll overpower Djokovic in the rallies. He'll overpower him with the serve. He'll make it where Djokovic is just rallying to hold serve, and he's just getting all these free points. So yeah, it's all up to Berrettini. He can do it. The ball's in his court, but I'm saying best of 5 against Djokovic. Djokovic is going to be too consistent, and just to keep up constantly great level of serving and just hammering balls on the line and winners, and they're all landing in most of the time. To keep that up for long, I'm going to say he won't be able to do it. So yeah, 4 or 5 sets to Novak Djokovic. He'll be your Wimbledon champion 2021. So be back in a couple of days. I'm going to review the final, talk about the implications for the GOAT debate. I'm trying to get Federer, Nadal, Djokovic for an interview. Hopefully I'll get all 3, but at least I want to get one. I want to find out how Djokovic feels after the win or loss, depending on what happens. How Nadal feels about not going to Wimbledon and his US Open preparations. How Federer feels after his loss. I'm trying to get all 3, but I'm sure I'll get all 3 at some point. But in the short term, I'm sure I'm going to at least get one of the 3. So subscribe for that. Subscribe for my video on the GOAT debate after this final. Subscribe for my review of the Wimbledon final coming up. So there's so much coming up, guys. Be back in a couple of days for my review and for my interview with the players. But yeah, subscribe for all of that great content, and be back here in a couple of days. And I really hope you subscribe, bell notification, thumbs up. Thanks for being with me, guys, and be back here for my next video. Bye for now. Thanks for being here, guys. Bye for now.